It's Monday and it all starts again. So what's the plans this week? Well, today I could just run 10 miles, not sure what pace yet, we'll let my legs decide. And this week, as soon as I'm going to the track, will be around about 40 miles and then just see how I feel, obviously incorporating that track session as well. So let's go on the run and I'll speak to you about the run when I get back. So run done, didn't really go to plan. As I say, was planning 10 miles, ended up only running 10k. Went on feel and my legs felt quite good. And so I was running at around about 7:06 mile in. And then I got to about 5 miles. It just felt a bit heavier. So I decided to call the session at 10k, which I think is a wise move. There's no point in pushing myself if I haven't recovered. Was running 10 miles at a faster pace. Why is today I've taken a week off? Maybe not. But I've never run a 50k and I've never taken a week off from running, so I just didn't know. I just thought, well, that's the run that I felt like. I think sometimes that after you've taken time off, you just fancy something a bit quicker. So, we all learn from our mistakes and this, that, and the other. But I think this week, just play it by ear. Looking forward to the track. We'll just obviously take it easy. It's my first session in, say, over a year, so it was never going to be a quick one, but obviously it will be a faster session. You've got to start somewhere, and then just play the rest of the week by ear. A bit colder and windier than I thought it was going to be, but we're here now. So what's the plan today? Well, let's just get some easy miles on my legs. Yesterday's session was honestly a little bit too fast, and I'm glad I cut the session down. But it's like you kind of take time off and then you're kind of raring to go, and it always happens. Take a few days off and do a quicker session, and in hindsight it wasn't ideal, but we've done that now. What can we do? So just in gentle miles. My legs are not happy this morning, really aching. But as I mentioned before in previous videos, that I think when you take time off, your legs sometimes when you come back feel worse than if you were taking maybe 1-2 days off. But after 50k ultra, I knew I had to take time off because that was going into the unknown. To say just 4 or 5 miles, gentle pace, just running around this stunning place. I pretty much got to myself, and just easing my legs into the session tomorrow at the track. It has been a long time, so I've got to be sensible there. I can't be going flat out, otherwise I do run the risk of picking up an injury. So hopefully going to film there. It all depends whether obviously everyone agrees that they're okay with that. I will be running the session anyway, so I can't see it being a problem, but you have to ask. So I'm going to finish off my run and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Time has come. I'm at the track. I haven't been here since December 2019. I can't believe it's been that long. So as you know, I take the session and I have to wait for everyone to turn up to check them in for COVID restrictions, etc. Session tonight, we've got 2 sessions, 15 times 500 or 1k repeats. So I'm just going to see who turns up and then decide what session. Fifteen 500s Around about 5:35, 5:40 pace. Difficult to know without looking at my watch. Average between 1:43s and 1:48. It was a good session. The first 10 were okay, and then started to struggle a bit, but kind of dug deep. Probably went off a bit quick for the first few, but it's difficult to judge a pace when you haven't been at the track for so long. But pleased to be back. Had some great people to train with Grant and Adrian, so it's good to have people to kind of keep me going, because the last couple I did feel like kind of calling the session, but you know, you got to dig deep on the last few. So really enjoyable session, and hopefully I'll be good to go next week. On the dog walk with Chewy, Pepper and Molly, and really enjoyed last night's session. As I say, been such a long time, great to get back to the track, and the legs feel great this morning, but not going to go for a run, because as I mentioned at the end of the video on last night, is I might be at the session next Wednesday. And the reason I said that is because I've actually got my first COVID jab booked in, which is great news. It's on Sunday, but obviously some people have mentioned, you know, being fatigued afterwards, you know, hot sweat, etc. So I thought the best thing to do is, I've got a busy day today, is just take today off, run tomorrow, and then Saturday I'm busy. So just means probably on about 30 miles for the week, but just means I won't be fatigued when I get the injection, lessens the likely of, you know, hopefully getting side effects, and then I'll be good to go for the track session next Wednesday. So excited and nervous about the injection, but it's all for the greater good, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Cheers. It's Friday, the sun's out, and didn't have a great run today, ended up cutting it short. Just not feeling it today, got to about 2.5 miles, my legs are aching, body was aching, no energy, and so I just cut it short, turned around, walked some of it back, jogged some of it back, ended up running about 4 miles in total, because I just can't risk pushing myself, you know, if I am feeling a bit run down, because I got the COVID jab on Sunday. Done one of the home tests to see if I got COVID, you know, why not? They come back negative, which is good. So only 23 miles this week, but you know, you can change your plans. You know, I wasn't to know that I was going to be eligible for a COVID jab on Sunday, but as long as, you know, you don't do it week in, week out, you know, you can adapt. You know, we're not elite athletes, so, you know, we're only doing it for fun. So last night was on Running Man Sam's channel. I was on there for probably over an hour, and we were talking about my first ultra, our London Marathon, because we're both in the London Marathon and we're both looking to break under 3 hours, and being YouTubers. And so it was a good chat. I will put a link to that video at the end of this one, so please check that out and subscribe to Sam's channel, because I want to try and get him to 500 subscribers. And if you like running shoes, he's your man. Got one hell of an addiction. Most of the latest shoes, he's already got them and he's done a review, so please check out his channel. What else is there? I think that's it. This weekend, as you know, I'm just going to take it off because of my jab. Going to meet some family who I haven't seen since Christmas. We're going to Arundel Castle, which I've never been there before, so that should be nice. So how's your running gone this week? Let me know in the comments if you've got any races, anything coming up. Thank you to your support. So we're nearly at 4,000 subscribers, which is, you know, kind of mind-blowing. Thank you to my channel members for their continued support and, you know, donation, because that just helps keep the channel going. You know, helps me to buy, obviously, to buy new shoes, and just help pay the bills, etc. So thank you to you guys. You know who you are, and let's roll on next week. And fingers crossed, I don't get any side effects from the COVID jab. So roll on next week, and I'll speak to you soon. Onwards and upwards. Cheers.